Okay, so welcome back to lecture once again, guys. Now, in this lecture, I'll be talking about dump and restore. So let's try to understand what is a MySQL dump and what is a restore. So here you will be able to take a backup of your entire SQL databases, your table, your data set, whatever you want. You will be able to create a complete backup of this one. And then you will be able to even store it. You will be even able to migrate it. So step by step manner, we'll try to understand this entire scenario. So here, first of all, what I'm going to show you is that how you will be able to dump the entire database. For example, so inside this MySQL, so I have a lot of databases, right? Let me save this one. So here, Python with MySQL. This is the file name. Okay. Now, so let's try to create a fresh file over here. And inside this, so I have a lot of databases inside my system. Even inside this transaction, so I had a lot of like a table which is available inside the tra database. I have a lot of tables which was available. Now here, so what I wanted to do is that I would like to take a backup of this tra database. Yeah, so a complete backup I would like to take. Let's try to understand how we can take it and what and all information I will be able to receive. To do that, first of all, you have to go to your program file, and inside that you will be having a uh, MySQL, and inside that there will be a MySQL Server 8, and inside that there will be a bin. Inside that you will be able to find out MySQL dump somewhere. Yeah, so this is a MySQL dump exe which is available, or application which is available over here. So I have to use this application. Now to do that, let's copy and let's try to open up my command prompt. And in all the other system, you will be able to do it in the exact similar manner. Yeah. So let's go inside the command prompt, or let's do one thing. So let's launch a command prompt, but run as an administrator. So give admin privilege to this one. And here, so once you are inside the command prompt, so just try to do cd and this particular file location. So where my dump will be available. So this particular file location. Okay. So CLS, fine. So I am inside this particular file location where my dump command is available, or my dump application is available. So here I can try to invoke basically what? So MySQL dump, I can try to invoke MySQL dump.exe. I can try to invoke, or maybe I can write just MySQL dump over here. And then user is basically a root, and then it is going to ask me for the password obviously, and which database I would like to dump completely. So I would like to dump basically a tra database. Yeah, tra database. So I'm going to write it down, tra. So this is the database which I would like to create a dump. In which file? So you have to provide a file basically. So my SQL underscore tra underscore, I can try to create backup.sql file. So you can try to give any file name, that's completely fine. So this is the file name I have given over here, and hit enter. Now once I'm going to hit enter, it should ask me for the password. So I'm going to enter my password, admin123456 @ now. So once I have done this, right? Once I have done this, so it will end up creating this particular file. In which location? In a current location. So I can try to provide even a location for this file. In whatever location I want, it will end up creating that one. But yeah, so as of now, I have just given a file name. I have not given any kind of a location. So inside this location, it is going to create this particular file. Now go to that location. So go to that location, and here, so MySQL tra backup, it has created. So .sql file is been created. Now let's try to observe that what is available inside this particular file. So maybe I can try to open it up inside Notepad. And here, so if you will come and check my Notepad, so MySQL dump distributed this, it has created for host, localhost, database tra, server version this one. And then there are a lot of things. So table structure for account. So there was a table called as account table, and it has created a complete table structure. So create table, account, ID, name, primary key. Engine was InnoDB, default character set this one, and then all this information, right? All this information I'm able to get it. Now even for dumping data for table accounts. So here it is trying to show me data. right? Whatever data was available. So all this data is, it is showing me as a insert command. So insert into accounts values is equal to this. Then there is a inventory table, and even for an inventory table, so it is showing me all the data set. And then there is basically a order table. So there is a order table creation command, and then we have a data set. So you will be able to find out that it has created a complete backup of each and every table and whatever data which was available inside this table, a complete one. If your like data size is very high, so obviously it is going to keep each and everything over here, right? It is going to keep it over here. But this is basically a complete 100% backup of my entire database TRA, right? Entire database TRA, for which I am able to create 100% of the backup. Yeah. So this is how things happens, guys. So at any point of a time, you will be able to take a complete backup of your database, which is very easy, right? So I have written simple MySQL dump, and then I have just called my user, and then I have just called my database, and I have defined that, okay, so in this file, try to take a backup. So it is able to take a complete backup of this one, which is pretty much amazing for all of us. Okay, so one step is done. I'm able to create the complete backup, and let's suppose I would like to use this backup, and I would like to create a new database, and inside this database I would like to replicate everything without any kind of effort. Means table and data, each and everything I would like to replicate. For example, so I would like to create maybe a create database, a database tra backup database. Yeah, so this is the backup database I would like to create. Now after creating this backup database, inside this database, so database is created, as we can see. So tra backup is created, but there is nothing inside this one, right? There is no table which is available over here. So I have just created this database, but I would like to replicate it, and this time I would like to replicate it from this particular backup. I don't want to do a hard work. Basically whatever was available, just replicate it. Yeah, just replicate it. Or generally what happens is that we try to migrate a database from one server to another server, or one environment to another environment. So we just try to take a backup the way I have taken the backup, and then just try to migrate it. So how we can do that, let me show you that part as well. So here, to take or to recreate each and everything, I can try to call MySQL. Yeah, MySQL over here. User is going to be root, I am an admin user, and then password it is going to ask for, and then tra underscore backup. So whatever database which I have created, so tra backup is a database which I have created. Now inside that I have to replicate each and everything. So here, and tra backup is a database. Now this time I am going to give this one. So the triangle was different, and this time triangle is different. So I'm going to basically dump each and everything from where. So from basically MySQL underscore tra. So from this file, so whatever data is available inside this file, whatever things are available inside this file, just do it for this one. Just try to recreate it for this one. So now if I'm going to hit enter, so it is going to ask me for the password. So admin 12345 6 @ your password must be different, and everything looks fine. There is no error which I have received in a fraction of a second. Everything is done. Now if I'll go and I can try to refresh it, now inside this tra backup, I can see the table, right? I can see all the table just within a fraction of a second. I'm able to replicate all the table. I can try to even use tra backup, and then I can try to call select star from accounts, right? So select star from account. So use backup first of all, and then select star from account, and ACCOUNTS. Table definition has changed. Please retry the transaction. So there is a account table, and all this column it is able to give it to me. ACCOUNTS accounts. Table definition has changed. Please retry the transaction. Okay, so let me check what is the issue. So it should not give me an issue, by the way, because table it is able to create. So select start from account should work. I'm using this tra backup, and inside this tra backup, so I'm looking into the account one, and this generally gives issue at this kind of a issue especially. So when there is a resource which is engaged in between, so let me check. So here everything is finished. Maybe I can try to log in from here. SQL u root and then hyphen password and admin 123456 at the rate, and use tra underscore bscup tra backup, and select star from accounts. So yeah, here I'm able to see the data. So here clearly I'm able to see the data. Now it is not showing me a data here. So in other process, it is not showing me the data. Commit 0 row affected. Still it's not showing me the data. So for this particular instance, it is not showing me the data. But here in a CLI, so I can see that there is a data dump which it has already created for this tra backup. It will work anyhow. So yeah, so it's actually working. Yeah, so it's actually working. There is no issue at all. So fine. So we are able to basically create a backup, and we are able to even restore a complete database from a backup. So both of this process is done. So we are able to do this operation successfully. Yeah, we are able to do this operation successfully. We can do now multiple things on top of this one. So here, let me call exit and CLS. Okay. So let's suppose if I have to dump just a specific table. So I'm not looking for like a complete database dump, but I'm looking for just a specific table. So how I will be able to create the specific table dump? So again, MySQL dump MySQL dump, and then user is basically root, and it is going to ask for the password, and then you can try to give a database name. So inside, so there is a tra database dot accounts, ACCOUNTS accounts. So there is an account table inside a tra database, and this time I would like to take a backup just for this account. So tra underscore accounts underscore backup dot SQL file it is going to create. So admin 3456 at the rate. Yeah. Unknown database tra accounts while selecting the database. Okay, fine. So there is some spelling mistake. ACCOUNTS. It should not give me an issue, by the way. So yeah, tra, and then inside that we have a table ACCOUNTS. Okay. There is a little bit of statement mistake. So tra dot, so tra hyphen, so database hyphen accounts. Now admin admin 123456 at the rate. Now it's done. So it is able to create a backup of just this particular table. So if I'll go into the current directory, I will be able to see a backup just for basically this accounts, right? Just for this accounts, I'm able to get the complete backup over here. So here successfully I'm able to create a backup for a table, and we know that how we can try to restore it. So we can try to restore it again in a very simple manner. So backup for the table is done. Now I can try to even take a backup, or I can try to even take the data with the help of some of the condition. For example, so I'm not looking for all the data. So maybe I'm looking for just a couple of records based on my condition. So here I can write a MySQL dump, let's suppose, and from this accounts, right? And I can write a condition over here that dash dash where what are the column inside the account table. So where ID. Okay, so I can write some condition on ID. So here I can try to write that, okay, go to this database, go to this table. So where I can write a condition over here that where equal to ID is equals to 1. ID is equals to 1. So now it is going to take a backup obviously, but it will try to check that whether ID is equals to 1 or not. If ID is equals to 1, then it is going to take a backup. Now hit enter. So ADMIN 1 2 3 4 5 6 at the rate. There is a issue WHERE, so looks fine to me, is equals to ID. You have an error in your SQL syntax. Check the manual that correspond to the MySQL. So it's not a big issue, by the way. Tra account 1 2 3 something like this I can try to create. ID where is equals to ID is equals to 1. Maybe I can try keeping it as a string. Okay, so still there is a issue. Let me fix it. Okay, so let me clean it and let me fix this one. I think it's a space issue because the space gives you an issue, and ID is equals to 1. It's not a string, right? It's an integer. So okay, hit enter. Admin 1 2 3 4 5 6 at the rate. Okay, now it's done. Yeah, so based on this condition, it is able to take the backup. I can go and I can try to cross check. So here backup account, and now if I look into the data, so here you will be able to see a data. So as you can see over here, maybe I can try to open it up inside the notebook. So here you will be able to see a data backup just for ID is equals to 1, right? So this is the data backup which it has created just for ID is equals to 1. So based on my own condition, so I'm trying to create a backup. That is also possible, and I can try to write a query. So in this way, I will be able to formulate any kind of a query. So it's not like a very tough task to do. So it's a very, very easy task to perform. I can even try to take a backup without any kind of a data. For example, let me change this one. Without underscore data underscore accounts. Yeah. So this is a SQL file, and if I'm looking for a backup without any kind of a data, there should not be any kind of a data. So what I can do over here is that I can try to write in this place. I can try to write hyphen no hyphen data. So if I'm going to write it down hyphen no data. So in this case, it will try to take a backup of this. It will go inside tra, it will go inside accounts, and will try to take a backup of this, but without any kind of a data. So hit enter. Now, yeah, so it's done. Now, if you will go and cross check inside the file, you will be able to find out that it has taken a backup, but there is no data inside that particular backup. So I can go here and then I can try to check. Yeah, so without data, you will not be able to find out any data. You will be able to find out just a table schema. That's it. Account table schema, you will be able to find out over here, as you can see. Yeah, so only table schema you will be able to find out, as simple as that. So without data also, we are able to take a backup. You can try to take a backup just of a data as well. That is also possible. So just a data, no schema at all. So here I can write only data. Yeah, and then here I just have to change my statement, my bad. So here just I have to change my statement. So here I have to change my statement. So there is something called as hyphen no hyphen create, and then hyphen info. So now this no create info means don't try to create a table, don't try to take a backup of table schema, just try to take a backup of what? So just try to take a backup of my entire data which is available inside the particular table. So hit enter, admin at the rate, and now if I'll go and check, so it has taken a backup only data account, and here so there is no table schema you will be able to find out. So you will be able to see only a data, right? Only Rahul, Priya Mehta and Sneha Gupta. So this is the only data that you will be able to find out. So that is also possible, right? That is also possible. So every kind of a like if and but you will be able to find out, and every kind of operation in terms of like creating a backup of the data, you will be able to get it. Even you can try to dump a data as a zip file. You can try to dump the data as a like a compressed file. You can try to skip a routine over here that you have created inside the database. Any kind of permutation combination, you can do it with the help of this entire query that I have discussed. So with that, thank you so much everyone. Take care and see you again in my next lecture.